Well, now, have you ever heard of innovative economics? Well, I didn't until I started reading this book on innovative economics. And it really talks about how we're falling behind, in our innovation in the United States. What made us powerful, years ago, like in the year 2000, we were #1 in innovation. Now we're like #6. Korea and Sweden and China and all these countries are starting to be better than us in their capacity to be innovative. So creating new ideas. I mean, that's how you solve problems, for the future. That's how you grow for the future. Not do the same old, right? Because that doesn't last very long. So you have to be innovative. Well, and we can't seem to get out of our own way with politics and all this kind of stuff. But at the ground level in the United States, that's really going on. I mean, I'm going to show you a person now who invented something he calls wearable transportation, right? Transportation is a big problem. Energy that's used in transportation or other. So he has these products like how to deal with the last mile of transporting. Most of our transportation is within 4 or 5 miles, and then particularly people in cities can get public transportation, but a lot of people don't use it because they can't do the last mile of it. They have to go to the bus stop, metro stop, or whatever. So he has this little personal transportation product, and it's available now, right? You could buy it right now, even for Christmas, at a discount, 50% off, and it's cool. And so you ever see the Segways, those things standing on, some of the police people have it. Well, they're like $10,000 or something like that. He's got a thing now for, just $1,000-$2,000, and actually now it's about half price that I was telling you if you get in on his crowdfunding site on Kickstarter, that it is, you could stand up like a Segway or sit down like a scooter, but it's so well designed and innovative, it packs up almost like a suitcase. You bring it on the bus with you, bring it on the train with you, bring it in the office with you. It's nowhere near the size of a bicycle or anything, and this is powered by electricity. Now, how cool is that? You just plug it in, you get on this thing, go to Starbucks and work, and plug in your little machine to get you home at a normal plug. It goes like, like 12 miles an hour, I think is the fastest you could go to have one of these things, being legal. But the design, how he's done it with the design is just incredible. It packs up to nothing. It's skinnier than a bicycle, and you have these scooters you sit on. The old people use. This is cool. This is like Segway cool. You have one of these things, and you're a cool kid. So watch this video. It's cool. Well, Peter Treadway, here we are again.
Hi there.
You're, I guess, the co-inventor, the inventor of the Acton M scooter. This is one of the coolest things I think that's ever come to America. It's on the boat now, so it really isn't here yet, but people can get in and get one.
Here.
Yeah, and so in 2 weeks it'll be here?
We have two of the ones that we filmed with.
I see. So you have two prototypes here. So they're on their way, right? But this is a program you got on Kickstarter. You're raising money for this great idea. Everybody's going to have one. It sort of looks like a Segway, but you can also sit down on it.
That's right.
Right. And so it's sort of like those scooters those old farts run around in, right, at the mall and everything. But it's cool. So a young guy can have one of these things. and the price is incredibly reasonable. And it looks, just beautifully designed because that's your background,
right? Thank you so much. Yeah.
Right. But why did you get into
a lot less right now through Kickstarter? So it's limited time, of course, but
Yeah, I mean now, so it's almost half price on Kickstarter. So now before Christmas, if people are watching this, they could not only get one almost 50% off, but they get almost the only one in their neighborhood, right?
That's right. You get it first.
Yeah, but it really, I mean, to me, it has a design that is going to be an eye catcher. I mean, people are just going to see this and wonder what the hell it is. What made you think about doing this thing?
Well, while we were doing our designing and producing our motorized skates last year.
Motorized skates? Wow. That sounds cool.
That's right. Wearable transportation. Wow. So small, personal mobility of various sorts. But while we were doing that, we got a lot of requests from people who wanted a scooter that they could sit on as well as stand on, and not have to leave their seat somewhere in the garage for their mother-in-law to run over when they weren't there.
The kids. Well, so this is something. I mean, you could take this on the elevator. I mean, you could. I mean, I could get this at my house. Starbucks is about a mile and a half away. I could drive on this thing, standing or sitting, to Starbucks. You know, get to Starbucks, start working on my computer, plug my computer in, plug my scooter in because it works on one of those plugs, right?
That's right. It does.
God.
It's really very easy to get it around. It's a very friendly kind of design. We put a lot of energy into making it, you know, invite people to you as opposed to, you know, repelling people.
Anybody who sees this, I mean, it's sort of like when I saw the first Segways, you know, what the hell is that? You know, and it's a real head turner, you know, and that's what this is, because it doesn't look like one of those old fart, you know, scooters you drive around in. It doesn't look like a Segway. You can stand up on it like a Segway, but it has a little chassis, so it's more. Yeah, I don't know what it just looks unique, you know, and the way
folds up in a way that really it folds up very small, so that you can take it indoors and onto elevators, put it next to your couch, next to your desk at work, wherever you need it to be, it can be there.
This is easier, smaller, more compactable than a bike, right?
That's right.
Right?
A lot of places won't let you take a bike on an elevator.
Man, I don't know what it is, but this, I mean, it looks like you could show them a doctor's certificate or something. I got to have this, you know, because of my leg.
Just smiling would be enough.
But it's on a bus, on a train, anywhere you could take this thing. And but the look of it, I mean, no matter, even if it's folded up, people are going to wonder, what the heck is that thing? You know,
It's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, Segways are like $10,000, and yours on sale, that was $1,000, and it looks even sturdier than them.
Well, we put a lot of energy into making that the chassis really, really sturdy, so that a lot of bikes and different products out there, scooters, they fold right in the middle of the chassis where you need all of your rigidity. But our chassis doesn't fold at all. It's all the other parts that just fold onto it.
No, and it comes so skinny. It's skinnier than a bicycle, you know.
Yep.
All folded up. And you know what's cool about this? Because it has 3 wheels, I know how it works. I'm a little afraid of Segways. You know? I don't get this gyroscope thing. I haven't ridden one yet.
Well, it's really cool, but you do have to learn how to use it. Yeah. So in our
this
case,
is like a tricycle to use, you know, so it's no problem at all. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, but you have a big history in design. Yeah. I see your background. You went to 2 design. You even wanted to manufacture cars or design automobiles?
You know, that's something that I started out wanting to do. I wanted to be a car designer. But as the more I learned and the more I trained for that, the less I wanted to design cars proper. Now, I still love cars, and I even took a year off and went to school to learn how to restore cars. Wow. But I really, we here at this company, we want to design things that are between walking and driving, something that is a little more personal and in many cases wearable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, I'm slowly, the more I talk to you about this wearable transportation, it is an important thing, and I could see that now. This is what our country's coming to. We have to have this. You know, 80% of us live in urban areas, you know, so this is where the action is. And how are we going to solve this problem?
Where the acting is.
We did find a tacky joke there. Good. But it really is. And this is what it's all about. And you designed this thing that like nobody else has. I mean, I think that's, you know, when I see something like this from you, Peter, it seems like it gives me hope in America, because we've sort of been, I don't think, designed too much. I mean, are too good at that. Europe was always better, and young people like you are really spending the time that now, instead of having a practical solution, you have something that's cool too. You know, and it's fun, you know, and cool.
We think having that sort of that holistic picture, and you know, I'm using that term loosely, but it's having having the engineering right, having the
Yeah.
design right, having the market right, having price right, having all of that right is important. Where in the past people might have left a few of the ingredients out.
Well,
We're
because they want to
not
make money, or something, and they feel
right.
that pressure. But now it seems like a generation with you are taking that time to figure that out, and not so dollar oriented. You're looking at more solving a problem, and making
Mm.
it something an individual can relate to that you have. I mean, it's only a product, I know, but still there's something, a connection you make when there's design in it. Like me with my question mark suit. It's not just another black suit or blue suit. I mean,
Right.
I'm attached to this sucker.
Yeah.
And so like you to your scooter because of that design. So it
Yeah.
seems that that becomes part of you that way. You feel that with the product. Whether it's a wonderful golf club you could feel and can't get rid of.
Yes.
This is a mode of transportation that becomes you too. And that has to
Yeah.
come from the designer. Nobody else is going to do that.
Well, and that's true, and I think designers have sort of been undervalued in the
Yeah.
past, but are starting to receive a lot of recognition out there. Even on TV, there are shows about designers. And
Right. All
it's important to people. Like
Project
just look at
Design
Apple,
Day. Yeah,
right?
right. But it's wonderful to talk to you, Peter, and thank you for doing
Well,
this.
thank
You're
you.
on Kickstarter, so people can get this, for Christmas and have the only unique present that looks so cool
That's
and be
right.
the only one to get it. But the easiest way to even get it through Kickstarter is through your website, Acton Global, ACTON Global, GLOBAL. They haven't changed that yet. And you're still on Kickstarter for a week or 2, 3, and then after that
Yeah,
you can
a
still get it
couple more
from me.
weeks.
Yeah,
Almost
couple
there,
more.
doing
Yeah.
really well so far. So
And so it's a hell of a Christmas present. And if you miss Christmas, man, you'll want one for going to work, believe me.
that's right.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thanks
thank
for
you.
helping us
Thanks
out
for
in the
having-
country here with all your ideas. Thank you.
Oh, well, thanks.
So you're gonna get one? Well, if you're thinking about it, get it before the Kickstarter campaign over, because that's where the deal is. When it comes out and everybody starts getting these things, then it's going to be almost double the price. So think about it. But more importantly, think about the innovation. And that's what sells. That's what happens in our country. You have to be innovative to get people's attention. You have to drink water to get my own attention. But keep it there, keep learning, and watch that stuff.